Parshat Mishpatim contains the topic of the shor hamazik, the ox that causes damage, somebody's animal that damages property or gores a human being. And it divides it up into two categories. The one is the tam, is an animal that never gored before, and it gored for the first time, so the penalty is less. But then there's the shor hamuad, an ox that becomes a perpetual gorer. It develops a habit of goring. And there, the payment and the consequences are more severe, because that has already become its habit. And in regards to the second case, the Torah says, an ox goes and it gores somebody, v'huad b'va'ala v'lo yishmerenu. And the owners are warned, look after your ox. Make sure that it is kept safely behind a fence. V'lo yishmerenu. And they don't guard it. And it goes out and it causes damage and it might even kill a person. And of course, there are terrible consequences. Rav Zalman Sorotskin says, what is the psychology? What is the thinking of such a person, of the owner of the ox? His ox has already caused damage. He is warned, look after your ox, or there will be terrible consequences. V'lo yishmerenu, says the Torah. He doesn't guard it. Why doesn't he do such a thing? Why wouldn't he do it? Well, what is his thinking? And Rav Zalman Sorotskin points us to a statement in the Talmud, where the sages say that when one does a sin and then repeats it, in his mind, it becomes like it's permitted. It's no longer a sin. The first time he did it, he realized, no, it's a sin. I shouldn't have done that. It was my evil inclination. The second time he does it, he doesn't think it's a sin. He thinks it's fine. Why does he think it's fine? Because human beings have an incredible capacity to justify. Somebody steals something, so they'll say, you know what, the owner didn't really need it. They were wealthy. They're not going to miss it. Everyone cheats the tax man, so why do I have to disclose what my taxes are? Okay, I'm going to download this video from the internet. Everybody does it, so it's not illegal. What we're doing is between two consenting adults, so why should that be prohibited? There are all types of excuses and justifications about why we should do a sin. This is what the sages are saying. That's the psychology. You do a sin once, you know it's wrong. You do it a second time, I've got this reason, I've got that reason. I justify it to myself. This person also, he knows the first time he should look after his ox. It's a dangerous animal. He was warned, and then he didn't bother to do it. He didn't bother to do it. V'lo yishmerenu. He didn't look after it. Why? Because in his mind already he had some type of justification. And this is one of the hardest aspects of being a human being. After all, Rabbeinu Yonah says in his famous work, Sharei Tshuva, and in other places, he says, V'hahergal al kol davar shilton. What rules the person, the rule of a person's hergal, is habit. We get into bad habits, we can justify bad behavior. We get into good habits, that's the best that we can do. So therefore we have to slowly habituate ourselves and get into good habits. And the more good we do, the more opportunities for good there will be. Mitzvah goreret mitzvah, sages say, one mitzvah leads to another. So instead of justifying negative activity, let's do something good. And then let's be in a position to continue to do something good when we have established a good habit. I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom.